Hello there and welcome along to Hive Live Extra, your place for exclusive reaction and analysis following another home victory for the Hornets. We've beaten Reading by 2-0. Two stunning Ismaïla Sarr strikes, I could say. Absolutely beaming after those 2 goals that he scored. As were we here in the Hive Live studio, and once again joined by 2 former Hornets, 2 Watford legends in Nigel Gibbs and Gary Porter. Nigel, with it being your debut, we'll come to you first. Not a bad debut actually here in the Hive Live studio. Clean sheet and a victory. And not only that, Watford 12 points clear in that automatic promotion place. Great night. Yeah, really good night. I mean, 2-0 as you say, a clean sheet and then 12 points clear. I mean, it's been a really good evening and on a Friday night as well. So really important to get those points on the board and thoroughly deserved. First half started really well and then Reading got back into it and could have equalised, but then second half was a lot tighter and Watford saw it through. Yeah, the points are on the board, Gary, that's the main bit, but there's no getting away from it. It was quite a strange game, wasn't it? You know, at 2-0 up, you're sort of relieved to go in at the break, which was odd. Yeah, it was, because as we said early on in the first half, when they went 2 up, it could have carried on and we were looking at 5 or 6 potentially, but as it worked out, half-time we're lucky to go in 2-0 up. They could have got back in the game and scored. And of course then, like Nigel said, the second half was a lot better, more professional, tighter, and of course kept that all-important thing of a clean sheet. Why do we think that was though? How do you think Reading were able to effectively get themselves back in the game with all but the goals to show for it? I think after the first 25 minutes, after going 2-0 down, they probably found themselves getting back into the game, and probably Watford got a bit complacent and didn't really press as much as they should have done. And as Gary said, probably half-time came at a good time for Watford, and then second half was more like the Watford we're used to, where it's a lot tighter, better closing down, still looked dangerous on the counter-attack with not many chances from either team, and that really suited Watford. Literally, the last couple of minutes where there was a good shot and save that Backman produced, and balls flashing across the goal, but that was all they did second half Reading, so delighted with the clean sheet. Yeah, ultimately they weren't able to hurt us. They didn't get that goal, Reading, but just as well, maybe we did have that 2-goal cushion and 2 stunning strikes, weren't they, from Sarr? Yeah, two incredible strikes, yeah, and one with either foot, bending it in the top corner with his left foot, and then what a strike, the second one with his right foot, and great finishing, absolutely fantastic goals. From a defender's point of view, Nigel, is there any stopping those? Well, no, not tonight there wasn't. I mean, he's obviously got the pace, but I think he's got more than that now. He's got, his finishing, he looks really confident, his movement's good, and not forgetting his defensive work as well. I think that's improved, from when I saw him in the Premier League. I think he's developed as a really, really top player. I mean, he looks too good for the league at the moment, and 2 outstanding strikes that won the game for Watford tonight. Well, more analysis on the way from both Nigel and Gary, but now it is time for an exclusive post-match reaction here on Hive Live Extra. Well, delighted to say that joining us now in the Hive Live studio is Kiko Femenía, the Watford defender. Thank you for your time, and Gianmarco also, who's going to assist with the interview with translation. 12 points clear in second place in the Championship table. Congratulations on tonight's win, but start by taking us through those scenes in the dressing room at full time. I'm sure it was a pretty happy place to be.
Kiko, 12 puntos desde segundo en la liga. Otro partido muy importante, buen jugado, pero habla un poco de la atmósfera en el vestuario que parecía con mucha alegría.
Bueno, para nosotros era hoy una final, era un partido clave para nosotros y así lo hemos afrontado, ¿no? Hay que seguir, quedan 5 partidos más y esperemos cumplir el objetivo.
It was a very important game for everyone. It was another final and we approached it in the right way. So it's one step less in order to achieve our objective. So everyone was very happy, of course.
It was quite a strange game in that we had this 2-goal lead, but perhaps some relief at half-time when the whistle was blown, and then much improved in the second half. What was Kiko's assessment of it as a whole game?
Kiko, es un partido un poco raro porque hemos marcado 2 goles muy rápidos, pero al final hemos conseguido un poco a Reading en la primera parte. Es como si la final de la primera parte de gara ha estado como algo que ha pasado bien en el momento correcto para empezar otra vez en la segunda.
Sí, la verdad que los 2 goles que hemos metido tan pronto, la verdad que nos ha dado más confianza. Sabíamos que el Reading es un equipo que tiene muy buenos jugadores, muy desequilibrantes y yo creo que hemos jugado nuestro partido, hemos sacado los 3 puntos, que es lo más importante.
Yeah, very important for us to score 2 goals like at a very early stage because we know Reading, they have many quality players and they have a very good quality squad, many individuals that can break through, but we approach them very well and then the most important one is that we got the 3 points.
2 stunning goals from Ismaïla Sarr. What was your view, your angle and what went through your head as they hit the back of the net?
Kiko, 2 goles fenomenales de Isma. ¿Cómo ha estado verlos desde el campo? Porque tú juegas por la misma banda,
Sí.
¿cuál es la sensación?
Bueno, la verdad que Isma está haciendo una temporada espectacular, no solo hoy, la verdad que igual merecía tener más goles de los que tiene y hoy le han entrado esos 2 golazos y muy contento por él y sobre todo porque han ayudado al equipo a sacar los 3 puntos.
The reality is Isma is having an outstanding season. He's probably, he probably deserves more goals than what he scored, but he helps everyone. And I'm very, very happy because obviously he scored, so he helps him a lot. He's very happy, but even better because he helped the team to win this game.
When we look at where you've come from, Kiko, you know, you've been involved in the setup at Barcelona, Real Madrid, you've played with the likes of Neymar. You know top class when you see it, I'm sure. So how would you describe Ismaïla Sarr as a player?
Kiko, tú jugaste en equipos como el Barça, como Real Madrid, jugaste con muchos jugadores de calidad, entonces tú tienes esa oportunidad de reconocer a un jugador de calidad. ¿Qué es que tú piensas de Isma cuando tú lo ves?
Bueno, Isma la verdad que es un jugador para nosotros fundamental, es un jugador que todos sabemos lo que nos da en ataque, pero sobre todo yo agradezco mucho, por ejemplo, que juega en mi banda, lo que es capaz de ayudarme defensivamente y la verdad que es un jugador muy completo, que bueno, es un jugador de equipo grande, ¿no?
Everyone can see Isma's quality, and the reality is he's a top class player. He's obviously very helpful in attack, but I play on the same wing, and I can tell you that he helps me a lot in defense as well.
Yeah, the way the two of you link up, it's an absolute joy to watch. You must enjoy having him in front of you on that right side week in, week out.
Es increíble ver vosotros en la misma banda, cómo os entendéis y cómo podéis jugar bien juntos. Tiene que ser un placer jugar con él.
Sí, la verdad que bueno, que nos entendemos bastante bien. Para mí es un placer jugar con un jugador como Isma y la verdad que están saliendo las cosas bien y ya no nosotros dos, sino el ámbito global, el equipo está muy bien y estamos trabajando muy bien.
I enjoy obviously so much playing with Isma because we understand each other very well on the pitch, but the team is working very well as a collective, as a group, which is the most important one at the moment.
Yeah, when we talk about the team and the team spirit you have, you've been promoted with Alaves before. Do you get a similar feeling now with this Watford side as you did when you got promoted?
Cuando hablamos de espíritu como equipo en el vestuario, tú ya subiste en la liga con Alavés. ¿Ahora siente esa misma sensación de ese tiempo en Alavés?
Sí, la verdad que sí, que con el Alavés teníamos un muy buen grupo, o sea, yo creo que fue la clave, ¿no? Aquí la verdad que tenemos un muy buen vestuario, independientemente de la calidad de los jugadores, yo creo que el grupo es fuerte, mentalmente es fuerte y nos llevamos muy bien todos y sobre todo desde la llegada de Xisco yo creo que hay más buen rollo en el vestuario y eso yo creo que es fundamental.
So the key when I was playing in Alavés was actually this team spirit, and I can see the same here. Now let's forget about the quality of the players, but we are all together, working together. We came together, especially after Xisco arrived, who brought some happiness, and yeah, it's very, very well, very, very, very good.
I'm sure promotion's always special wherever you experience it, but it looks like you find Watford really special, more than a job maybe. You know, when we see your little baby in Watford kits, is that how you would describe Watford? Very special to you in your heart?
Hablando del Watford, parece que a ti te gusta mucho estar aquí, porque vemos cosas como tu hija con el completo del club, parece que es más un trabajo para ti, como una pasión, algo que
sí,
en tu vida.
La verdad, yo siempre dije que desde que llegué aquí en Watford me han tratado muy bien, el club la verdad que ha estado excelente conmigo, y a mi familia no le ha faltado de nada, ¿no? Entonces, no sé, llevo mi cuarta temporada aquí, nos sentimos muy identificados con el club y ojalá pueda estar muchísimos años más. La verdad que mi mujer, mis hijas, mi familia está encantada aquí en Watford y espero estar muchos años más.
Yeah, the reality is, ever since I came here, everyone treated me well. Everyone had me to settle in, and I'm very, very happy here. This is part of me now, my family. Everyone's very happy, and I really hope to stay here more and more, and for many years now.
Yeah, you talk about settling in there. It looks like, Kiko, you played a big part in helping Francisco Sierralta settle in as well. Tell us a bit about your friendship.
Hablando de adaptarse en este contexto, parece que tú ayudaste mucho a Francisco Sierralta cuando se mudó aquí. ¿Puedes hablar un poco de la relación que tienen con él, la amistad?
Sí, pues la verdad que tenemos muy buena relación. Es mi mejor amigo dentro del vestuario. Las mujeres, la verdad, se llevan fenomenal. Ahora, por ejemplo, nos vamos a mi casa. Después de los partidos siempre quedamos, hablamos del partido, un poco de todo. Y bueno, yo creo que es un grandísimo futbolista. No es que yo le haya ayudado a adaptarse, la verdad que tiene buena cabeza, es muy trabajador y él solo se ha adaptado muy bien al club y se ha ganado el sitio en los entrenamientos y en el campo, ¿no? Está haciendo una magnífica temporada y para mí es la gran sorpresa, ¿no? de esta temporada.
So yeah, of course, we are best mates in the dressing room, and our wives are very close as well. So we always talk. Our families are very close. We go out together and we discuss football and something else as well. But the reality is, he helped himself adapting because he worked very, very hard, and is the biggest surprise of this season.
Yeah, he's been excellent. We'll look ahead now to the game against Luton. You've talked about what Watford means to you, this football club. You'll know that next weekend the game against Luton means a lot to Watford fans as well.
Kiko, has hablado de cómo tú te sientes en Watford, que es como un parte de tu vida ahora. Ahora vamos a jugar un partido muy importante contra el Luton, que es muy importante para los aficionados porque va a ser un derby muy importante para ellos. ¿Qué me dices de ese partido?
Bueno, yo pienso, nosotros entiendo que la afición sea un derbi, sea especial para ellos, pero nosotros tenemos que seguir nuestro camino. Es un partido muy importante para las aspiraciones de estar el año que viene en Premier League y tenemos que afrontarlo de esa manera. De tener calma, ser ambiciosos y ir a por los 3 puntos para estar un paso más cerca de subir.
Yeah, of course, it's a very important game for the fans. For us, we have to approach it with calm, with ambition, in order to see it as an opportunity to get 3 more points that will get us closer to the Premier League, which is our goal.
Yeah, I did hear Premier League in there in your answer. Are the players talking about promotion now in that dressing room?
¿Se está hablando de subir en la Premier ahora en el vestuario?
Bueno, yo creo que eso está en la mente de todos. Se puede hablar más o menos, pero en la mente de todos y del propio club está. Yo creo que tenemos, ya lo dije hace mucho tiempo, tenemos equipo suficiente para subir, lo que se tienen que hacer las cosas bien. Ahora estamos haciéndolas bien, hoy hemos dado un gran paso y bueno, nos quedan 5 finales que nos vamos a dejar la vida para sacar lo máximo para subir.
Yeah, I said it long ago, we have a good squad and we have the quality to go up, so whether people say it or not, that's the goal of the club and for everyone here. So the only thing we have to do now, 5 finals and keep playing as we're playing to go up.
Just finally, you mentioned the quality there. You're having an incredible season. We're really enjoying watching you. Do you feel like this is maybe one of the best seasons that you've had in your career overall?
Hablando de calidad, tú estás jugando muy bien esta temporada, la gente se divierte cuando te ve. ¿Tú piensas que esta es tu mejor temporada de la carrera?
No pienso que sea la mejor, sino yo creo que el equipo ayuda mucho, la verdad. Cuando un equipo está bien, está en buena dinámica, siempre un jugador se ve más, está mejor el jugador. Yo pienso que no es individualizar, sino es más el colectivo, ¿no? Si el colectivo está bien, un jugador brilla más. Y la verdad que estoy contento, estoy agradecido por los minutos que estoy jugando y disfrutándolos al máximo.
I don't think it's the best, but when the whole team plays well, of course you can try to stand out. But I think it's more the team itself. Obviously, talking about me, I'm very happy because I'm playing a lot, but it's not the individual, it's the whole group.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you for your time and well done today.
Thank you very much.
So that does mean tonight, at the time of recording, the Hornets are 12 points ahead of Brentford, who are behind them in third. We do know those teams below us, they do have games in hand, but Nigel, you want the points in the bag, don't you?
Definitely, you'd rather have the points in the bag, and they've got to win those games as well. There's no easy games in the Championship, particularly this time of the season where everyone's fighting for points. So, no, really important win tonight, and looking forward to next week now.
Yes, and on that subject, we will just look ahead to Luton very, very briefly. Is that the kind of fixture you want in these circumstances, do you think, Gary? Or do you think there's already enough pressure surrounding this Watford side to get over the line?
Yeah, it's just the next game, that's it. It happens to be our rivals, our local rivals, and but the team's full of confidence, and whoever's up next, they're going into the game full of confidence.
Yeah.
And it's good that it's Luton, so hopefully we can go and turn them over.
Yeah, I suppose from a Luton perspective, they'll be looking at the form we're in, and whilst we might be thinking this is a huge occasion for us, they might be a little bit worried about the damage that we could do.
Hopefully, I mean, they're not playing till tomorrow as well, so we get an extra day's rest. But going into the game full of confidence, and 5 games to go, and against your local rivals, we know how important that is for the supporters. But I'm sure Xisco and the coaching staff will be telling the players the importance of the game, and it's one that we can go and look forward to with confidence after tonight's result, and hopefully we can get the 3 points.
It is always such a big occasion, but do you think, Gary, with the wider context here and Watford looking to take a step closer to the Premier League once more, this is up there with one of the biggest gains we've ever had against Luton?
Yeah, without a doubt. For many years now, this is right up there, and it's for the fans, especially for the fans. But the players will want to go there and put on a good performance and win. Yes. And bring it on.
Yes, we'll leave it actually on that fighting talk from Gary Porter. But just a reminder, we will be with you again next Saturday afternoon for a full hour of Watford Focus build-up from 2 o'clock on Hive Live, the only place that you will be able to watch that game. So watfordfc.com/Hive Live, the only place you will be able to see the Hornets take on our rivals Luton Town once more. So that huge game at Kenilworth Road awaits us. But for now, tonight we'll say our goodbyes from the Hive Live studio. Nigel, Gary, it's been great to have you with us once more, and we look forward to seeing you again very soon at Vicarage Road. But for now, enjoy that. Savour another 3 points for the Hornets. Hopefully you can add to that tally next weekend. But for now, 2 stunning strikes from Sarr seals it once more for the Hornets. Good night.
Click here to subscribe.